Hello juniors, and welcome back to Computer Systems and Programming. For this video, we're going to go over what you need to do for the objective and algorithm submission. So this is the only thing you're going to be submitting this release. You're just doing the objective and the algorithm. You do not need to do the pseudocode for this week, just the objective and the algorithm. So now that is clear, when you click on this activity prompt link, it'll bring you to your activity prompt. So this activity prompt is a review of programming process. So this lesson is supposed to review the programming process of writing a program's objective, algorithm, and pseudocode. This will help you in writing your final project. So when you go down to the steps and other instructions, you'll see all the three different explanations for objective, algorithm, pseudocode, and then we have an example for you. So let's go over the different explanations of them. So objective, this is our problem. We're writing out what our code will do and what problem it will solve. So the tip that I wrote for this is don't overthink it. It's simply writing what our code is supposed to do. So let's take a look at what our example. So for our example objective, imagine we wanted to be able to calculate some things we've purchased. We can make a shopping cart that will allow us to input the items we've purchased, calculate the final price, and add an estimated tax. So our objective is to make a shopping cart that calculates the final price and tax of some items we've purchased. That's it. Just one simple statement saying what our program will do and how it's helping us. So now let's look at the definition of algorithm. This is a sequence of steps how we are going to solve our problem, sort of the steps of completion. So this is what we'll use to complete our objective in chunks. So some tips to think about while you're writing this. Try to break the project down into small problems that you can complete one by one. The more detailed you can be while writing the algorithm, the easier it will be while coding. So don't gloss over things. Make sure that each step you write is broken down as much as possible. The key is to have a lot of small steps opposed to having a few big steps. So you want very detailed small steps instead of one long big step. So let's go back to our example. So now let's try to break this problem down into smaller parts. So while making the shopping cart, we'll need a way of inputting items, name, and cost, storing that information, calculating the totals, calculating the tax, calculating a final total, and also a way of displaying all this information in a readable format. So here's how our algorithm would look. First, we need to prompt the user to enter a name of the item. Second, we need to prompt the user to enter a price for the corresponding item. Third, we need to loop this process to allow the user to input multiple items. Fourth, we need to store that information so that we can have correspond an item with a cost. Fifth, we need to calculate the total of all items. Sixth, we can then calculate an estimated tax. Seventh, we can add the tax to the total to get a final total. Eighth, we need to display each item and its cost. And then ninth, we need to display the total, tax, and final total below. So this gives us a pretty detailed step-by-step of what we need to do. If you followed these steps and you were an advanced programmer, you could write code for all of these things. The next step after writing your algorithm would be to write your pseudocode. Now, I won't go over pseudocode in this video. It is here for you if you want to start working on it. But for Release 8, you will need to submit a document with your objective and algorithm. So when you get back here, all you need to submit is a website URL or a file upload. So either a link to your Google Doc or an actual document uploaded that will have the objective and algorithm If you have any other questions about how to write an algorithm or how to write your objective, just reach out to me and I'll give you some pointers. All right, juniors, I'll see you later.